The final question to ask yourself is whether the project is likely to have enough capital to repay you your investment at the end of the process. Another unique advantage of the Big River Steel project is that while most EB-5 projects are fundraising during planning or construction phases, investors in our project get to evaluate a project that's already complete and in production. So no financing risk and no completion risk. Big River Steel is today the most advanced high-grade steel plant in America. And this is no regular steel plant. It's actually a steel recycling facility. So it doesn't use iron ore or coal. It turns old cars and industrial waste into new high-grade steel. And the plant doesn't make commodity steel such as rebar or construction steel used in buildings. Rather, it makes the more complicated and valuable steel used for electric transmission lines, engine components, jet turbines, and so forth. You can think of it a little bit like the difference between basic glass and smart glass. So if you think this is basic glass, this is smart glass, many times more valuable than basic glass. Well, Big River Steel makes the equivalent of smart glass. Production of high-grade steels at Big River Steel began already in 2017, and by January 2018, the company was producing a full range of high-margin products. As an investor, you have the benefit of evaluating a project that is already extremely profitable. Demand for Big River Steel's products far exceeds their capacity, and the plant is today operating 3 shifts 24/7. As a result, the company has exceeded its financial projections each month of this year. Another factor that should give investors meaningful comfort is the unusually high-profile caliber of equity investors. Koch Industries, controlled by Charles and David Koch, together the richest investors in America, is the largest equity investor in the project. Other major investors in Big River Steel include Texas Pacific Group, one of the top private equity groups in the world, and the Arkansas Teachers Retirement System, one of the largest state pension fund institutions in Arkansas. Warren Buffett's company, BNSF, has also provided meaningful capital, and its railway infrastructure is one of the key reasons for the Big River Steel's operating efficiency. These groups are all very sophisticated and conservative investment companies, and each of these groups have independently done extensive due diligence on Big River Steel, and all arrived at the conclusion that not only will they be able to get their money back, but they're well positioned to make many multiples on their investments. Since the EB-5 investors sit in front of them in the capital stack, this should give investors a lot of confidence. Finally, the amount of equity in the project is much higher than typical for EB-5 projects. While at around 10%, the proportion of EB-5 capital is smaller than usual.